Some weeks you just know you're going to be busy, but that's not an excuse for not eating properly. And the weeks where I know I don't have a lot of time, I prepare a lot of chicken in advance, like this. I start by splitting the chicken, and I go from the outside to the inside, so I take the outermost parts first, and I start with the wings. But you really shouldn't do it like this, sort of meaningless hacking away. That's what you see when a lot of people do it that are not used to it. Lay it firmly on the side, take a good hold on the wing, and then cut into the pit of the wing, right into the cartilage. Then it's very easy to separate. For the thighs, you just follow the carcass straight between the thigh and the carcass, and then break it, and then cut from the other side, and you have separated the thigh. Show it one more time. Find where the skin is thin, cut down there, fold it over and break it if necessary. Put it on its back, and cut down the breast. There's a breastbone, you can feel it. You just follow it down along the carcass with fine slices. So, one chicken breast, and then on the other side follow the bone again along the carcass. And it's really simple. I haven't edited this video, so you can see it takes 1.5 minutes. It's really easy, and there's no reason not to do it yourself. And this runs into the soup pot. Then I have to debone the chicken thigh. Well, actually I made another video about that. See that instead, where I explain how that's done. And all the bones and the carcass and the wings I put into my pan. And then I add water, about 1 quart or 1 liter per chicken. And it just have to simmer gently. And if the bones float on top, then you just lower them. And when it's cooked for about 1.5 hours, take off the remains. Save them for later. Then it's time to cook the breast. And that should be cooked for about 20 minutes. And I cook it in the same water, the same broth, or stock, whatever you want to call it. Take it up and let it cool. And I want to use this for crispy chicken breasts, so they're gonna cool in the refrigerator like this. It should not be covered up or anything. And then it's time for the deboned thighs, and in the same stock once more. And I cook those for about 45 minutes. Let it drip off so it becomes as dry as possible. If you want crispy skin, the chicken has to be completely dry. That's why you don't cover it in the fridge. Pour off the excess stock. And when the bones and carcasses are cooled off from the first pot, it's time to pull off the meat. And there's actually a lot of meat left. About 1 piece of chicken for each chicken can be peeled off, and that can be used for soups or salads or rice dishes or whatever you're interested in. But it's a bad idea to throw it away. There's a meal for 2 people there. Put it in the freezer, in the refrigerator. I also pull off the inner fillet of the breast. That's also good to use for cold summer rolls or spring rolls or whatever, some kind of chicken salad or whatever you fancy. Now it's all that's left is fixing the stock, clean it up a bit. Then to remove the fat, I'll cool it down. When it's cooled down, it starts to look like this, and you can just scrape out the fat, and you can use that for cooking, frying potatoes or rice or whatever you want to. It's excellent. And you can find the list of ingredients and the recipe on kvalifood.